We can talk now to Jeanne Wolfe, who joins us from Los Angeles. Jeanne, thank you very much for joining us on the programme. You were a friend of Jackie's, weren't you? Tell us a bit about her.
Well, I was friends with her for many years, but you just heard her voice. The raunchy moralist she was, the glamorous stand-up for strong women she also was. I feel like we should be raising a glass of champagne, and I've tried to avoid tears because Jackie was one of a kind. She loved Hollywood glamour, and yet she was very cynical and very realistic about insecurity and how power is misused and how women can be misused in Hollywood. She was a singular voice. Other people would say, oh, that's like a Jackie Collins book, but there was nothing like a Jackie Collins book. She really could take you there. Lucky Santangelo is the heroine she's talking about, and she's got a brand new book about Lucky just out in England. And you said before that people were surprised by her death. She's known for 6.5 years that she had cancer and never told anyone. She was in London just a little over a week ago, and that's when she told her sister Joan. Never told her, never told anybody but her 3 daughters. That's pretty brave.
Yeah, and she clearly was a woman with a steely determination as well, wasn't she, in terms of becoming a writer?
Oh, she had a steely determination when she was a kid. She said she was a naughty girl, and she grew up to be a naughty woman, at least in her writing. She knew that she wanted to be a writer. She said she didn't get encouragement at home, but it was something she felt and something she had to do.
What do you think made her books so popular? Because selling over 500 million books in over 40 countries, that is no mean feat, is it?
Well, I think she had a keen eye and a keen ear. She was a very good observer. So while she presented Hollywood fantasy at the same time, she presented characters that rang very, very true. She had their voice down. She had their secrets down. She had their ideas down. She had their bragging down. And one of the games that was played around Hollywood was to try to guess who the real people were that Jackie disguised in her books. She understood all of our fantasies about the rich, the famous, and the gorgeous, and she played them out on the page.
It wasn't all plain sailing for her, though, was it? Because she obviously faced some criticism for her work about it being so racy, and also, of course, there was some difficult times in her life.
Oh, yes, Jackie did have difficult times in her life. She adored her husband, Oscar, who I knew, and lost him. She became engaged to a wonderful guy at a very happy time in her life, and he, too, died even more quickly of cancer. Jackie has had her ups and downs, and as far as the criticism of her books, I think she had a good sense of humor about that. I think she understood that people who called her dirty and you know, raunchy, were really helping the sale of the books. She told me that young women would come up to her and say, Jackie, I learned all about sex from you in your books. And she'd say, is your boyfriend happy? They, oh, yeah. She said, well, then I'm doing my job, aren't I? She was very open about what she put on the page, and I don't think the criticism stung her that much. I think that if anyone criticized her of not writing well, that she didn't like. If anyone said she went too far, that suited her just fine.
Yeah. Jeanne, thank you so much for talking to us. It's great to hear all of those insights you had with your friendship with her as well. Thank you very much for your time today.
She'll be missed.
She certainly will be. Thank you. That's just on the news there of Jackie Collins, who has died overnight at the age of 77 of breast cancer.